Hi, I wanted to talk about this book right here and how it changed my life. So I'm not even going to bring up the S word, spirituality, because I didn't even know what that was before I read this book. But this book gave me so much clarity on what I was doing here on this earth, because I remember I was just like, what is the fucking point of all of this? Like, I was kind of miserable. So, what I love about the book is that it really kind of creates this sense of meaning for your life. Like, we come to Earth to learn and grow, and what we think is the most important parts about life is like the job, the degrees, the image. Like, that's not important at all. And I feel like we all kind of get that on like a subconscious level, but like we don't live like it, like we live like we have to get the nicest things and we have to go to school for the longest time and get the best degrees and and it's like, for some people, sure, that's going to be part of their life journey, but for some people it's literally going to be you doing the things that you're afraid to do. Like, that's a lot of it. Like, it's gonna be a lot of you doing things regardless of what people think. Like, because a lot of people have bad advice for you. Like, let's say you love to paint, and that's always my go-to, but you love to paint and you want to be a painter, but your parents want you to go to law school, and you just end up going to law school because that's what your parents told you to do your whole life, and like it's all you really know. You're not really living in your purpose. That's not the meaning of your life. And maybe you have to go down that road so you can discover that, like, the more you push the more you push against what you're supposed to do, the harder things are going to become, the worse you're going to feel, and it's just gonna be such a hard life, to be honest. And so, like, even though being a painter and not going to law school seems like the scariest thing, it seems like you would disappoint your parents and people just wouldn't understand you, they would think you're crazy. It's like, even though all of that is a risk, like, you'll realize that there's nothing else that you can do, because that's the only way you're gonna feel fulfilled or happy in your life. And what I also like about the book is it talks about reincarnation, which is the idea that the the essence of us, our soul, or the part of us that moves on after we die, it comes back to Earth time and time again, and not for pure punishment, um, but because it gives us this opportunity to learn and grow. And um, each life holds different meanings, and each life you come here with a different plan to conquer a different area of being. And so, like, this is not your last shot or anything like that, you know what I mean? It's like, and also, you have knowledge from previous lifetimes. Maybe you're here and you're like, why do I know this, but like maybe my parents don't, or like, why is this such common sense for me but not for them? And that might be because you have that knowledge from a previous lifetime, and like, it's just with you now, it's yours. And the last thing that I found so heartwarming is the idea of soul family. And soul family is, again, that essence, our essence, the thing that passes after the thing that moves on after we pass. That soul is a part of a group of souls, and they're called soul family. And you come down to Earth and you kind of conquer it together. You're like, let's go do this, this, and that. And you're like, okay. And what's interesting is it does not have to be your physical blood family on this planet. Just because your family, your physical blood family, you were born into it, does not mean they're your soul family. Your best friend could be your soul family. Your favorite teacher from high school could be your soul family. Like, literally, it can be the most random connections, but if there's a connection there that you can't explain, That's soul family, and I thought that's so beautiful. And like, you haven't met the last of your soul family, because of course, you know, your husband or your wife or your partner, you know, people you haven't met yet, you guys are just waiting to meet each other in this life. And I find that absolutely beautiful. Now, it can be your family. I'm not saying that, you know, like, it absolutely can be your family. Just think about those relationships that you have that don't quite make sense, where it feels like you guys knew each other forever, or like that term, like, I've known them in a past life. Like, literally, you probably knew them from a past life. Anyway, I say this to say, if you are feeling stuck or lost or lack of purpose, lack of meaning, and you don't know what the heck is going on, I definitely suggest that book. And if you are reading it, make sure that you are staying grounded, because it can be a lot. It's a lot of information and it can feel overwhelming, but it somehow can just feel like home, and it can just feel right. And so if you do get overwhelmed, there's a bunch of grounding techniques that you can do, but yeah, stay active, activity, and stay outside. Outdoors is going to help a lot. So yeah. And also let me know in the comments, have you guys read Journey of Souls? What did you think about it?